A Fort Myers mom says come the end of the month, she and her 6 kids could be homeless. And it's all because of problems at her Fort Myers apartment complex. I'm Jane Monreal.
I'm Patrick Nolan. This couldn't come at a tougher time. And Fox 4 first brought you part of her story back in April. But tonight, we're uncovering new details and showing you what happened when Fox 4's Rochelle Alleyne showed up to ask the apartment complex managers some questions.
You guys to leave the property.
Okay. Fox 4 was kicked out of the Lago del Sol apartment complex Thursday and barred from asking them questions about the state of their apartments. But to understand how we got here, I've got to take you back to the week of April 26th.
When I first moved in here, it started as it was a mid-sized hole, and it just got bigger and bigger over time.
We were tipped off by several people in the complex about a massive pothole at the front entrance. One woman, Charlisa Hood, told Fox 4 that hole was impacting her kids' learning.
My children are special needs. They bus supposed to pick them up right here. They bus can't come here.
In fact, the hole is so bad that more than a year ago, in January of 2020, even the Lee County School District reached out to the complex about it because they were concerned, but nothing was done.
They told us it was going to get fixed, and that's the best it got fixed right there.
While investigating that poorly paved road, we learned that there were other things in the complex that needed to be fixed. And then I stepped inside of Unit 349, which belongs to Miss Hood and 6 of her 7 kids. Out of respect to her kids, we didn't shoot video. But these pictures show you exactly what we saw. Rusted pipes, a shower head literally falling out the wall, a dishwasher full of water that won't drain, and cupboards hanging on by a thread.
They cleaned the apartment upstairs, and the roaches been coming through the ceiling, through the vents.
Hood lives here with her kids and gets rental assistance from the Housing Authority for the city of Fort Myers. She says over the last few years, most of her complaints about the state of her place have fallen on deaf ears. Fox 4 did some digging and found out that this apartment recently failed 2 inspections by the Housing Authority. The first one in February found evidence of a rodent infestation, a need to spray for roaches, a window that can't stay open, severely water-damaged cabinets, water-damaged carpet that needs to be replaced, water damage in the kitchen ceiling and in a living room wall. Documents show that all of these issues were the fault of the owner, not the tenant, and the complex was given 30 days to fix things.
They want their money, and we want to live happy, peaceful, healthy. We ain't got that.
A month later, and the reports are identical except for the date. The inspection showed that nothing was fixed and the unit failed again.
This is depressing my children. I took my daughter to the doctor the other day, and they asked her how she was feeling, and she said she was depressed. My son said he depressed. This is too much.
Typically, the Housing Authority would pay the bulk of Hood's $14.25 a month rent, and she would just pay $175 a month. But because of the back-to-back failures, in a letter dated April 29th, the Housing Authority told complex managers that they would stop paying their portion of the rent and added that Ms. Hood would only be responsible for her portion of the rent, meaning the complex would lose out on $1,200 a month. The Housing Authority also threatened to end its agreement with the complex if things weren't fixed by May 31st. Since then, Hood says complex management has been leaving these notices on her door. They all threatened to evict her for not paying the full rent amount, even though legally she's not required to. Which brings us back here.
Somebody in a green shirt just ran over and locked the door.
After calling and emailing Lago del Sol Complex Management and their California-based owner, Pacifica Edisto Lake LLC,
They see me, but they're not coming to the front door.
we showed up to get some answers.
Hello?
And after a few minutes of waiting and knocking,
Hi.
I'm going to ask you guys to leave the property.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this is private property, and we do not allow news cameras, so I'm going to need you guys to please leave the property.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Can you identify yourself? I don't know who you are.
Also, I'm not authorizing myself to be on camera.
We were asked to leave, and we were told no comment when we asked about Unit 349. It's a situation that, without intervention, will likely leave Hood right where we found her a month ago.
But I'm looking for somewhere that's safe to take my kids. I have 3 kids with special needs, 7 kids in all.
And Hood also tells me that the housing authority has given her a voucher so she can move out of her apartment because they don't anticipate that all of those problems will be fixed by May 31st. That said, she says she still hasn't been able to find a place that she can move into by next Monday that takes housing vouchers and can accommodate her and her kids. In Fort Myers, Rochelle Alleyne, Fox 4.